If you're starting to notice condensation on your windows, condensation on your walls, or even little small black spots that end up being mold, there's a bigger issue going on, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about identifying mold in your home first, because that is something that can actually be detrimental to your health depending on what kind of mold it is. So I'm going to give you a couple ways that you can identify the mold, where it is, what it looks like, even how it smells, so you know what to look out for. Are you smelling a musty odor? If you are, that means that there's likely black mold somewhere hidden in your home. You're going to have to inspect and you're going to have to figure out exactly where it is. If you smell it, that also means that it has really dug in. It's probably in your insulation. It could even be in the drywall. It's important to kind of identify where that's at so you can take care of the problem before it becomes severe. Now, usually in the spring or the fall, that's when you'll notice that your allergies kind of kick up, and that's normal. But if you're catching your allergies at really weird times that they aren't normally bothering you, this is another indication that there could be mold in your home. Those mold spores, they're going to cause reactions like sneezing, coughing, itchy eyes, all of your regular allergy symptoms, just not at your regular allergy times. It's another indicator that something's going on with your health, and mold might be the reason why. Something to keep in mind is that not all black mold is toxic. Some symptoms that you may experience if you've been exposed to toxic black mold are headaches, memory loss, trouble concentrating. If you experience that, one, obviously you need to see your primary care physician quickly. And two, you're going to have to identify where that mold's hiding at so that you can get it taken care of and get your health back on track. Finally, the easiest way to identify mold in your home is to actually see it. Now, the problem is that some homeowners will see it and they just think that there's dirt or something on their wall and it goes unchecked and then it starts to grow. If you notice little small black specks someplace where you do have moisture or condensation issues, that will be something that you will want to take care of. Now, let's talk about the thing that caused that mold in the first place, and that's going to be condensation. Have you noticed that there's rust on your pipes in your crawl space or your basement? That right there is a telltale sign that they have come in contact with moisture that shouldn't be there. Have you noticed condensation on your windows, specifically the glass? You might think that it's not a big deal and that it's normal, but actually it's not. It's an indicator of a bigger problem. If you're seeing condensation on that glass, there's likely also condensation in the cavity around the window. That's going to be bad news because that means it's coming in contact with your structure. It's coming in contact with your drywall. That's going to lead to mold growth. This might seem like I don't have to say it, but if you actually see condensation on your interior walls, that's another sign that there's an issue, that cold air from outside is meeting the hot air in your home. It's causing condensation. If it's actually on the wall already and you can see it, that means there's a lot more moisture that you can't see inside of the wall cavity. That can be a huge issue because you never know what's going on inside there because you can't see it, which means you could have a mold problem that's out of control and not even know it. Finally, if your home feels more like a sauna than it does your house, the humidity is way too high. If you notice that doesn't really matter what time of year it is, your home feels very humid, that means that you have hidden moisture and condensation somewhere happening. The easiest way to fix that is to get a dehumidifier to get some of that moisture out of the air. Now, the best way to handle the mold problem in your home is going to be to tackle that condensation issue first. If there's no condensation and moisture in your home, there's no way for that mold to really take hold. Now, there's a few different ways that you can do this, but first and foremost, if you do have mold in your home, that must be taken care of before you take any other actions. Now, I know I said you got to deal with the condensation first, but it all kind of ties in together. Mold remediation, whether you do it yourself or you call in the pros, that has to be handled before you do something like update your insulation. I know what you're thinking, like how do these things go together? Well, foam insulation, for example, creates an air seal. Now, condensation forms, like I said, when cold air from outside, hot air from inside, they meet in your wall assembly. That's where the moisture is coming in at. Now, if you create an air seal, those two temperatures can't mix. They can't meet in the wall assembly, therefore no moisture, no mold. Now, if you seal your entire building envelope with foam insulation, that's going to help prevent the condensation. It's also going to stop the mold growth. If you want to learn more about all the ways that foam insulation can make your home a healthier and happier place, check out the Learning Center on our website. You'll find tons of great articles and videos to answer all of your questions. I'm your building science brainiac reminding you to put a little science in every project.